Shai, Brakatake Hawa, Brakatake Habashai, Brakatake Hawa, Brakatake Habashai, Bahashon Rakakudash. All right. I want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops, the great millstone who rule well. And I also want to say peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. I'm Zahar, Spirit Wind Judah. All right, today I want to go into a live stream entitled Tremble Ye Women That Are at Ease, Final Warning. Now, through the Spirit, probably won't be the final warning, but it's one of the final warnings. All right, shalom to you, brother. All right, all right, because Yahweh Shai is preparing judgment for not only Esau and the other nations, but the 2/3 of our people. But the bulk of our people are women. What makes up the bulk of our people are women. All right. A lot of Israelite men, all right, are incarcerated, which it still can make you elect the 2/3, but are dead, man. But our nothing on this earth, all right, goes without being judged, man. Every human, everybody has a judgment based on their actions, man. All right, whether it's an individual or as a nation, all right. And the times are coming to where Egypt is about to be judged, all right. And anybody that's cleaving unto Egypt, they will take on the same punishment as Egypt, all right. And the people who have been exalted and empowered through Egypt the most are Israelite women, all right. The reason why our nation, all right, has stunt its growth as a people within America. A good part of that is because of the decisions that our women have made to cleave unto Egypt. What do I mean by that? Well, Egypt is symbolically America, and our women have chosen to depart from their natural way, all right, to be exalted above their man in Egypt, all right, to not have to answer to their Israelite man in Egypt, all right. Being successful but single is not natural, okay? Being promiscuous is not natural. You know, being 35 with no children is not natural, okay? Leaving your man because he had another woman is not natural. Romans, the first chapter, it says women leaving their natural use those and doing what was against nature, roughly paraphrasing. Wearing blonde hair is not natural. Bleaching your skin is not natural. Showing your body off to different strangers is not natural. All right? Amos 6:1. Woe to them that are at ease in Zion and trust in the mountain of Samaria, which are named chief of the nations to whom the house of Israel came. Okay? And right now, is mostly our women that are at ease. The thing that gave our women these prideful mindsets, these extreme narcissistic is me before anything. All right, the thing that gave them that mindset is the ease that Babylon gave them. What made it easy? All right, what gave them ease? All they have to do is go to school, go to college, major in the right thing, and now they're totally independent of the Israelite man. But the Most High didn't create man and woman to not work in union. The Most High didn't set up women, all right, to rely on the benefits of a nation and not rely on their husband. No, we build the nation and you work in unison with your husband, all right? And a lot of you take on a philosophy, all right? You take on a philosophy, okay, that disconnects you from a man, that keeps you from building with the man. And the fact that you make more money, you have a hypergamous nature, guess what? You think you're too good for the average man. But the Most High has laid a snare unto you. Any philosophy that you follow that's contrary, any philosophy that you follow, all right, that's contrary to the scriptures, it's going to become your downfall. I'm going to give you an example. You have a lot of women who they may have jobs. Shalom, brother. You have a small shop, Barakatah. You have women who might have jobs or they may receive benefits of the society, such as welfare. Well, guess what? In a time of crisis, you can't come to work. If there's a power outage and you can't come to work, and you have a son or a daughter or multiple children, but you have no man in the house, you're going to be desperate, all right? And if there's a lack of resources, After a while, people are going to start to riot and they're going to start to loot. And just like animals, when somebody is looking for somebody to rob, they're going to get the person that's going to give the least resistance. And who is this going to be? There's going to be people such as you of your gender, all right, these single mothers or these women who stay in their apartments by themselves with those little apartment dogs, and those male lovers that you have on your phone, those friend guys, those fuck buddies, all right? Hey, Yahaba Shema Shah Brakatah, Elder Shalom, Shalom. All right, those friend guys, those fuck buddies, they're not going to be able to help you, and they're not going to help you, all right? You got a lot of friend guys in different cities. They're not going to come to your city and rescue you, all right? You got it when the shit hit the fan, all right, the philosophy that you partook in is going to be a snare to you. And the philosophy that you look down on, which is not really a philosophy, is the law, which was you get you an Israelite man and you being subject to him and you work with him, you support him. That philosophy is going to sustain the lives of a lot of women. Now, is that going to ultimately keep them saving to the end? I can't say. Because if she was destined to be destroyed, she's destined to be destroyed. But that first wave of death is going to be with women who had that single mentality. They had that my career came before everything else mentality, where her perception as a man is basically for pleasure and not for building anything, man. All right? So when we have our first catastrophic event, you know, when there's a food shortage and there's famine and there's the grid goes out, meaning there's no power, or you can't call an Uber, you can't get in no fast food line. That third, fourth day, going to the weekend, going to the first, second week, third week, all right, there's going to be rape and there's going to be murder. And what's going to happen is a lot of you women are going to get in survival mode and you're going to sell pussy for resources. Let's just be frank. You're going to make an effort to sell pussy for resources, but a lot of niggas going to just finesse you. A lot of niggas, they going to fuck the hell out of you, and they might just kill you or tell you to get the fuck on. All right? And a lot of doors going to get kicked in because Jake watches. Jake is watching now. If you stay in any urban city, you know the nature of Jake. They watching schedules. You stay anywhere with Jake. That's why it says in Jeremiah, the habitation is full of deceit. All right? The habitation is full of deceit, man. So if Jake is like this now, we're living in a functioning society. Well, how do you think Jake is going to be when society stops becoming functioning, man? When society stops functioning, man? Your first world privileges are about to be revoked, man. There's going to be so much going on that an ambulance can't come to your house, man. All right? Don't you know that? Don't you fucking know that? Don't you know that that's a privilege for you, your grandma, to have a heart attack and an ambulance come to her house? Huh? You know? Don't you know that last week when Hurricane Ida hit, that 911 was taking 0 calls? 911 and the elder apostles through the Spirit prophesied that, man. The police were taking 0 calls, man. What do you think? How do you think people are going to behave when they become aware that there's no fucking consequences to their actions? That's why it says in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, hey, the people are going to do their own will. Something to that effect. You know, that they're not going to listen to the king, and the course of their power is going to stand in their own hands. Something to that effect, man. And guess who's going to be the biggest victim, man? Women. That's a sign. That's a sign of being at ease. When you can walk around half naked, butt naked, and nobody touch you. That's about to be over, man. Okay? Your philosophy that you partook in Egypt is going to be your downfall. Because the Most High snared you, man. The Most High snared you. That's like the Most High saying, don't eat this candy. But what the Most High didn't tell you is, I already put the poison in the candy just in case you do decide to become disobedient and eat it. Let me get this scripture the brother just put on the screen. Jeremiah 6:19 from Dial 23. Hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people. And evil means hard times, even the fruit of their thoughts, because they have not hearkened unto my words, nor to my law, but rejected it. And that's another point that must be brought out in this live stream, man. The things that's about to happen is the result of our people not hearkening to his words. And when did that happen? Starting in 1969, when Rabbi Abba Bivens first brought out the word, spiritually John the Baptist, man. For the last 50 years, our people have not hearkened to our word. See, we came to America We came to the Americas, Salat, the northern and southern kingdom, so-called Negroes, with Hispanics and Native Americans, because our forefathers didn't hearken to the word, or we didn't hearken to the word in the past 1,000, 2,000 years, 3,000 years. But when we woke back up to our nationality, then we were warned of why we didn't. We were warned about the times to come. For the past 50 years, it's been prophesied to our people who they were, who their God is, what our God expects from us, and the majority of our people rejected it, man. I know y'all brothers who go out there and teach, y'all seen time and time again where Jacob be out there listening, then a woman come and snatch him up, man. A lot of this judgment primarily is gonna apply to our women. All right, this is Ezekiel 7:25. Destruction coming, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. All right, Ezekiel 7:26. Mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall be upon rumor. Then shall they seek a vision of the prophet, but the law shall perish from the priest and counsel from the ancient. And your positive, Quan. Yep. And it said mischief should come upon mischief, man. Because, yeah, it's going to be a power outage. Yeah, it's going to be a food shortage. Yeah, there's going to be a high volume of rape. All right? There's going to be a high volume of robbery. There's going to be a high volume of kidnapping. All right? There's going to be stormtroopers. There's going to be people being carried out the concentration camps. Another thing, during Hurricane Ida, FEMA was sending information to people saying that you could go to a FEMA camp. See? Like if you don't have lights, if you don't have food, FEMA was sending information saying, look, you could come to a FEMA camp, man. All right? So you're already in survival mode. Just imagine you spent the last 2 to 3 days lighting a damn grill with nothing in it, and you got children, and then you get an email saying FEMA is allowing certain residents to go to a FEMA camp if they need resources, man. You see? You see how Esau was snaring you, man? All right? But the things that's about to happen to our people is the result of them not hearkening to the word of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right? And mainly our women. Now, are the 2/3 men? Of course, they're going to get judged, man. But the people that's going to get the high body count from Yahweh Shema Shai is mainly going to come from women. Because most of them they're not in alignment with the Israelite man. But that just represents that they're not in alignment with Yahweh Shema Shai. All right? That's how that works. The attitude towards the Israelite woman is the result of her attitudes towards her power. Because her power is actually the king of Babylon. That's literally who she gets her power from. That power comes from privileges based on the access he's given her to elevate herself in this society. In turn, she doesn't have to answer to the Israelite man. All right? But the Most High gave us the rundown how the family was supposed to be built from the book of Genesis, the 3rd chapter and the 16th verse. All right, it says, your desire should be unto him and he should rule over thee. Then going back to what? 1 Corinthians, the 11th chapter. All right, but the majority of our women, especially from the southern kingdom, they have nothing in their spirits that wants them to align with the Israelite man. But you're going to be the most vulnerable in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Isaiah 32:8, rise ye women that are at ease. All right. Then it says something to the point of the vintage shall fail. Those stimulus checks going to fail. Those welfare checks going to fail. Your job going to lay your ass off. All right. Most of you are not real essential workers. Your job going to lay you off. So what's going to happen? All right. That's why it says also in the affliction shall they seek me early. And like the elder from South Carolina brought out, man. All right. They're going to be looking for a prophet, and there won't be any, man. All right. When the nature of Babylon, when the nature of Egypt fails you, when the stronghold of Egypt fails you, all right, you're gonna be out here, man. All right. So it'd behoove you, if you haven't done so already, all right, to lock in, man. All right, sisters, stay cleated to Yahweh Shema Shai. If you got a husband, do right by your husband, man. All right. And if you sing a prayer to Yahweh Shema Shai, they'll give you a man of the Lord in the time to come, man. Or before the time to come. But if you pray to Yahweh Shema Shai, and if you fear Yahweh Shema Shai, he will hedge you, man. He will put a hedge over you, man. Abba willing. All right. And part of your part of your fight in this truth as a woman of Yahweh Shema Shai is that you have to rebel from the philosophy of the world that it make it easier for you to really be a whore. You have to rebel from the philosophies of the women around you that look down on you for actually being in compliance with your man. Because right now, that's not something that's highly esteemed amongst the nigga nation, man. In the nigga world, all right, being in compliance with your husband is looked down upon, all right. But that's honorable in the eyes of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. But that's pretty much the point. You know, I had that on my spirit, man. Like the Most High is going to he's snaring you through the philosophy that you follow, man. All right, and a lot of our women are going to be put to death, man. A lot of our women are going to be put to death. All right, but I'm going to go and draw this live stream to a closing. I hope you brothers and sisters were edified. All right, shalom to you Akim, you Akwakim, you Zaquanium who tuned in. I hope the Most High be with you, all right, throughout your day-to-day. All right, man, all honor and glory go to you. How about Shema Shai? Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops, the great millstone rule well. Peace and blessing to the house of David the elect. With that, Abba, come here, shalom.